Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's my second video. Yay! So today we're gonna talk about how I met my husband. I think that love is like very important in our lives, and I just wanted to show you the way how you can manifest your boyfriend, partner, or whatever. It's just like you don't need to have actually focus like I want to have a boyfriend, because he will come when it's the best time. So as you know, in 2013 I changed my life, so I started to do this manifestation process and everything, and I really manifested a lot. So today I will also read you something about what I wrote in 2015. It's very about like my lifestyle and what kind of partner I would like to have. In case of lifestyle or like the country that I would like to live, I had one sentence that says, somehow I see myself in Africa or Australia. I really love to travel, and that's what makes me feel complete. Now I'm waiting some job offer to go in another country or continent. So as you may know from the previous video, I do live in Australia, so yay, I manifested living in Australia. And I wanted to read you one sentence that really says something about how I met my husband. So it was also written in 2015, and that was actually the period when I was like traveling abroad a lot, and I was like thinking, how will I meet my husband if I'm just like one country, other country? I wasn't like in one place constantly, so I was like having those thoughts in my head, how will I manifest my husband who can follow me? So actually I wrote, I'm totally sure that love of my life is coming when all my trips are finished, or he will offer me to travel together. I'm ready for the world. So let's start with my story. As you may know from the previous video that I came back from Philippines in 2015, and then actually I knew that one day I want to become a model, but also I spent a lot of time searching for jobs where I can use and improve my English, because English was my second passion that I really loved. And yeah, I just wanted to find some job abroad. So in meantime, I also wanted to go back to Asia, so I just combined those two things, and I applied to work in China as an English teacher. So I passed the interview, but my problem is that I needed some money to travel to China, and in that time I had no any savings. I need to learn how to save my money, hey. So I decided to find some job in meantime before I go to China, right? So my friend helped me to go in Bulgaria, neighbor country of my country, Serbia. So yeah, I could spend like a few months there and just earn some money in short term, like for 3 months, then I could hopefully go to China. So I went in Bulgaria. I needed to work in a clothing store. I went there, took a risk. I actually didn't know the family that I need to work for. The family was amazing, so yeah, sometimes risk is the best thing you can do. And yeah, every time my boss asked me, oh, what's your plan after Bulgaria? Do you have any jobs or plans to go? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to China, and that's like pretty sure because I already passed the interview, so I just need to collect some money and to go to China. He was like, China, okay. He wasn't like expecting that as my answer, but I was like very persistent in reminding myself I'm going to China and I'm gonna make it true. And also after 2 months, my boss will always ask me like, did you change your mind? Are you sure you're going to China after this? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to China, and that's it. So I really had plan in my head, you know, I really had a dream to go back to Asia, and just to do something that I love, is to work in English language, right? Until one day, I was sitting outside my clothing store where I worked with the girls who also worked with me, and one handsome, cute Asian guy approached me. So I really need to say Asian guy, because in that period in Bulgaria, he was the first Asian that I saw, and I was there like for 2 months, and when I saw him, I was like, oh my goodness, this guy is so cute. So he actually approached to me like to get to like ask me how I'm doing and stuff like that, and his English was so perfect. So I actually thought he's Japanese, and then I thought, oh, maybe he's some student or something, maybe he studies English language. And in the meantime, when we started to talk, he actually told me that he's Chinese, and I was like, oh, how's that your English is so good? And he was like, well, I live in Australia. And I was like, na, 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 na. So I really love to combine things, and straight away I just connected in my head, okay, I need to go to China to teach kids English, and actually this Asian Chinese comes from Australia. So for me that was a sign, yes, you are going to China. But actually at the same time I really thought he's a cute guy. So afterwards we went, we grabbed a coffee. It was after a few days, and I totally told to myself, okay, Marizela, you came here to work. There's no any guy or any boyfriend or whoever approaches you, he cannot change your mind. You are going to China and that's it. You don't need any boyfriend, you don't need nothing of that, okay? But actually, my guy, something really happened that night that we actually kissed. I really felt very myself. I really felt comfortable with him. And we were talking so much that actually when he was following me home, we were like very into, oh, we're like international couple. Imagine what kind of kids would we have, or what would be the name for our kids. And yeah, and I totally didn't feel weird. So I would give advice to you girls, if you find some guy that nothing is weird, everything is so easygoing, whatever you are talking about, everything seems so normal, that's the one. So yeah, on our first night we spoke about our future kids' names. It was a bit like a joke, but you know, you never know. So on our second night when we went out, we went on the beach. And I always imagine my future husband that he should be some person who really understands the way I live. I really want to feel comfortable in front of him, and like if I see 111 and I Google what 111 means, he will not say like, what are you doing? And you're like, nuts. You know, I really wanted some boyfriend who really understands all of this weird stuff that I'm doing. So in case I marry some guy who really doesn't accept all of me, I would feel so stuck. So on second night we were on the beach, and you know what? He was the first one who started to talk about the universe. He was the one who spoke about his meditation, about law of attraction, about his past, his friends and everything. But the moment he said universe, I just felt goosebumps, and I'm like, okay, this really goes somewhere. So the man of my life really exists. If not this one, at least I got a sign again that everything will be okay, and that I will really have a partner who really understands all of me. So what happens next is that he was only a few days in Bulgaria, and we made a deal when I finished my contract to go back to my country, where he will wait for me and we will continue our relationship. So afterwards, he went from Bulgaria to travel more with his friends around Europe, and I needed to go back to Serbia after a month. So we continued to have FaceTiming and everything. And yeah, afterwards my boss asked me if I can extend my contract, because we really had a lot of customers, the work was pretty good, and he was like, would you mind if you extend 3 more weeks, because I really need help. So in that moment I was like thinking, what should I do? There is that super cute, perfect Asian guy who really seems so nice, and on other side I was like thinking, what if it doesn't work, and like I will really need money to go to China and just to continue my previous plan, right? So I actually decided to stay longer in case, you know, I need more money and I will Like, I really wanted to go to China, so I really needed more money. So I accepted to stay longer, and I wrote to Daniel message. Daniel is my husband. Hey, you know what? Probably I will not make it on that date where we made a plan. Like, if you are fine, okay to wait for me. If no, I will totally understand if you want to travel more. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to continue the contact or not. And my goodness, the message that he sent me was my third sign. It's gonna be everything okay. He literally answered me, babe, don't worry about that. I totally understand you love your job, and I will actually come back for you so I can stay with you while you finish your contract. Then we can go back to your country together. So he literally did in those three things like nobody else did. Like, he was so perfect, and I really felt I'm not restricted. I feel I'm not like stuck. I don't need to think much because he's just like following me. He really followed me, and I really felt so loved in a way. So yeah, he came back to my to Bulgaria. I finished my contract. We were seeing each other after my work, so everything was just like normal. And afterwards, we went back to my country, and we spent 6 months together. And yes, in one moment he asked me, would you like to travel together? Let's choose few countries, and just to spend more time together and to, you know, check out how it's gonna go. So actually those two things that I wrote really happened. Like, in the future videos I will also read you more stuff that I wrote, but I just, for this video, find that those two things would be like perfect example how scripting is very important. So yeah, I manifested to come to Australia, and I manifested boyfriend, husband who really understands all of me and who is literally same as I am. Yeah, so we spent 6 months together. It was amazing. We married after a year, so 2019 I arrived to Australia, and yeah, everything was so perfect. So I really want to give you like a push, girls. Like, you don't need to be focused like, okay, I need a boyfriend now. You can just have focus on some amazing things that you love to do. You can like have your job, or you can have your hobby, or just go out with your friends, or just do your nails, you know, just do whatever makes you happy, and your perfect partner will just come at the right time, because you just need to be yourself, so the universe will make it through easier. Because as you see from my video, I really had a focus to go work, to go China, to teach kids English. And actually I've been approached by a Chinese who lives in a country that's English speaking country, you know. So everything that you're searching for actually is coming to you. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching my second video. I really have a lot of great stories to motivate you, and yeah, in case you have some crazy funny love story, please write in messages below. And yeah, I love to read everything you have to say to me too. And yeah, see ya in next video.